Hello and welcome to another ASC Productions video. As you can tell, things have changed a little bit. I got a haircut. So we've moved past Corona and now we're into riots. So still can't really go out and do a whole lot right now, but I was able to go get my haircut while wearing a mask today. Things are still a little bit crazy, but I want to do a quick video, a little unscripted. I wanted to show you some things. In a previous video, I've talked about this laptop before, which is my HP Omnibook. I haven't done a whole lot with this since I bought it. I just bought it because I wanted this computer again. They didn't have any really solid plans for it at this time, other than just to be able to own it again and maybe do something with it later. I've been looking for one for quite some time that was in any kind of good working condition, and I was very excited to find this one. Mostly because it's the higher spec version, which makes me happy. And I have featured not just this laptop, but several of these Compaq V2000 laptops on my channel before. One of my favorite laptops I've ever owned. Obviously in this day and age, it's not the most powerful. It doesn't really make sense to use for modern applications since you can't run, at least within Windows, modern browsers, things like that. I do have some plans on doing some fun things with this down the road. As of right now, I, again, just enjoy owning this. Now, at the time I bought this laptop originally back in 2005, I was also very strongly shopping another laptop. This was its cheaper version, and so I ended up buying this because I was 21 at the time and had just gotten a new job that actually paid me money, and so this is the one I could afford. The other laptop was this honking thing. This is an HP DV1000, and this was actually the laptop I really wanted, and I shopped this laptop really hard, but it was significantly more expensive than the Compaq. The funny thing is about it though, now that I've had a chance to buy it, and I've had this for quite a while and I've messed with it a little bit, not extensively, but a little bit, it's actually, in a lot of ways, the same laptop as this. Go ahead and open it up. Obviously, cosmetically, it's different. It's got a different case as far as the top. The keyboard's kind of funny. The colors are reversed. So the HP is silver on the outside, black on the inside, and the Compaq is black on the outside, silver on the inside. But the black on the outside is held up much better on this Compaq. A lot of these DV1000s are really beat up. As far as the keyboard goes, the feel of the keyboards surprisingly are different. They're not using the same keyboard, or at least they don't feel like the same keyboard to me, even though they look very similar. And the Compaq does feel slightly better to me. That might just be some personal bias. They do have the same screen. The touchpads are a little bit different on them. But if you take a little bit closer look, let's look at the bottom of them. Starting off with, let me get this one flipped over as well. Here we go. You'll see on the bottom that, they look very similar. Here's the charging port. They use the same charging cable. Let's turn them to this side. Look there. You have the VGA, the dock. You have your Ethernet phone jack. A USB port, and your PCMCIA card slot there. They both have Altec Lansing speakers on the front there. Sorry, I'm rubbing these all over the table. And on this side we have the USB ports, is this a PS2 or I think this is a S-Video, a DVD, and then we have FireWire, another USB, and a SD card reader. In exactly the same spots. I actually think that the system board in this computer will actually swap directly to this system board. The question is, should I do that? So these systems are running different processors. So the system boards aren't interchangeable as far as the same processor goes. This one happens to be running in Intel Centrino with a Pentium M, while this one is running that AMD Turion 64. They're both running Windows XP. This one has an SSD and this one has just a standard hard drive in it. The performance of the hard drive just kills this system. Both processors are running at 1.8 gigahertz. I'm kind of wondering which is the better system. I'm thinking of cloning this drive to, I have just an external hard drive I can clone it to, and then installing Linux on the SSD and moving it between the two systems to do some benchmarks and some other performance tests. Kind of see which was the better system, and whatever ends up being the better system, I'll put into this one. This one also might have Bluetooth, and I might swap that into this one as well, just if it should fit, it should work just fine. So if that's the case, because I haven't upgraded this one with Bluetooth, I haven't been able to find the dongle for a reasonable price. So anyways, this was just a quick video. Like I said, I've had this computer for quite some time. I actually got two of these. One was slightly better cosmetically than the other, but the other one, it was non-functional. And so I swapped the components from the working one, but was actually worse cosmetically, into the cosmetically better one with the working components. The funny part is the hard drive, the biggest reason why I haven't upgraded it is the drivers for these are really hard to find, working drivers, so I haven't wanted to do that just yet. But the person had all of their personal files, applications, passwords, pictures from their vacation, stuff like that, still on this drive. So I haven't touched it. Part of the reason, also the battery life on this laptop, the battery's basically toast. Well, this one actually holds an hour or 2 hours of battery pretty easily. Not as good as it should if it was new, but that's pretty reasonable for a 15-year-old computer. So yeah, let me know what you want to see with these two laptops. Again, these aren't practical. This isn't something you want to use every day for stuff. They're heavy. They weigh almost 6 pounds. They're slow. They have single core, very slow CPUs that are pretty old. But I love this laptop. It's still one of my favorite overall designs of a system, and so I'm still happy to have it. But you know, I'll take the better performing system for sure. So anyways, thank you for watching. Again, if you have any thoughts or recommendations, leave those down in the comment section down below. I'll have some support links in the video description. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.